Hello, Giants fans. Welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants lost to the Guardians 3-1 today, so after taking the first game of this series in what was really a wild extra inning win, they've lost Game 2 with just being unable to get anything going with the bats. The one run they got was on a home run from Blake Sabol, who he was the guy who singled in the 10th to tie the game yesterday, and his bat hit one over for the Giants today. But other than that, they weren't able to get anything going. And Sean Manaea pitched 5 innings and allowed 3 runs, although only one of them was earned. So it's disappointing that they couldn't continue their streak of success after winning 4 in a row, sweeping the Rockies and then beating the Guardians in the series opener. It's kind of, I mean, at a time when the Giants, they need every game that they can get here. It's just not good when they drop games like this one. And they've shown some ability with the bats, for sure, just over their past few games. But I mean, the thing they've never really been able to solve this season is the fact that they also just come into some really dry and rough streaks offensively, and they've just kind of been scattered around all through the Giants season. But I mean, we have to hope that this does not constitute some kind of a long chain of struggles for the Giants, and that this game is just a single incident and that they can get back on track. And baseball in September for contending teams is always intense, and it certainly is now for the Giants. They try to jump into the final National League wildcard spot. They're within a step of it, and at this point just need to work their way into it. They're just one step away, but there are some last things here that they need to make go right, and they do. I believe they have the raw potential on their roster to make a very deep postseason run. I think they could make it and go deep. They could make it to the World Series based on the raw potential that they have on their roster. But I think that at the end of the day, it's going to be whether their guys are able to step up in the big moments. Honestly, I think that could make all of the difference for the Giants, and whether their hitters in particular, I think are just like, because we see the raw talent that they have, and it's the same thing with the pitching. But I mean, I specifically mentioned the hitting because I think that's the thing that's just been the most of a seesaw for the Giants this year. Then we see the raw talent that they have, and I think it's there, and it will always be this year. But they have to just keep running it consistently, and that's the thing about games like this. They have to be able to put that behind them, and they've had streaks where it's started with something like this, and they've done a very bad job of putting it behind them and getting back on track. But it's just, what I'm saying is that it's got to be different now in order for the Giants to have a chance at making an October run. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.